Welcome, everybody. I'm Sue Aspinall, the CEO at Exceed Global, and we've been coaching IT salespeople, pre-sales, and sales management for over 2 decades. Now, many people talk about the importance of business outcome selling, but it's still true today that many salespeople don't do it, or it's done as an afterthought once the deal is done and ultimately a success story emerges. It's not done intentionally, in other words. I'm joined today by my colleague in the USA, in Florida, Art Mumbert, to discuss this and look at what it really means and, more importantly, how to do it. Art, could you start with a quick intro?
Sure, Sue. I started in sales over 30 years ago in New York City, canvassing Midtown Manhattan when you could still walk into buildings without security. I've always been in customer-facing roles, from sales rep to sales manager and then sales director for the US. Sales is certainly one of the most challenging and rewarding roles in the world. But like all demanding jobs, it takes skill, practice, and working with some great mentors to be a top performer. It's even more challenging in today's market where over 75% of customers have probably already decided what they want before you even call on them. Standing out in today's highly competitive environment takes skills that can show clients how dealing with you can help them succeed.
Thanks, Art. Love that comment about walking into the building.
Yeah.
And I should also mention that everybody in the team has extensive sales background, myself with IBM, Digital and Oracle, or they have deep vein industry knowledge in fields such as financial services, healthcare, retail, the manufacturing sector, because without that industry knowledge, you'll never see the world through the eyes of your customer, which means they have to educate you, which is not ideal in any situation. Now, our website talks about the famous comment from Theodore Levitt, where he says that people don't want to buy quarter-inch drills, they want to buy a quarter-inch hole. In other words, the outcome. That quotation holds the secret of good, great, even outcome-based selling. And that's the ability to see the real need for the product or service and the ability to transform your sales conversations and focus on the value, impact, and outcome that they will deliver. So, Art, what's your take on this?
Nothing is more true. There are hundreds of sales training programs that claim to focus on selling the outcome, but experience suggests that it's still rare in its truest form. Quite simply, it's all about showing customers how to make money, save money, reduce risk, or preferably all three.
Spot on.
No matter that be a commercial or public sector organization. But even more than this, it's about intentionally setting out to understand the needs across the organization and then working with the customer to design specific measures of success that should be realized as a result of any major investment. Using Mr. Levitt's quote, if you sell drills, this deal is a slam dunk. But in basketball, that's talking in basketball terms, but getting to what the customer wants is really the key to success.
Yeah, getting to those needs and then adding into that equation, auditing the results alongside the customer over coming months to deliver what you promised.
I couldn't agree more. That's really essential. Otherwise, you're just making claims that may never be achieved unless you deliberately set out to do it from the beginning. The other point is to stress that for many, it's a major behavioral change that requires ongoing coaching, a determination to never fall back into pitching a product and potentially updating marketing messaging to reflect your focus on business outcomes. But too many attend a training course, apply the theory for a few weeks, and then gradually fall back into their old ways. We all want to talk about what we feel experts are good at, but we fall into the trap of talking about our company, our products, and what we know best without truly understanding our clients.
And that's a really worrying thought when you consider the lost time and the cost involved in that.
Oh, exactly, Sue. So let's talk about let's talk about the how side of things.
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it, that we can't teach this in a 5-minute podcast.
No, there's no miracle pill. It takes time, commitment, and a genuine desire to be seen as a company that intentionally sets out to deliver significant measurable improvements for their customers. And it's worth adding that once you've done it successfully, You'll find it a whole lot easier to attract new customers. Okay, so you can't always share the specifics around one customer's achievements, but you can talk about this approach with confidence and potentially have your existing customers talk to your new prospects about what you've done for them. The transformational behavior that is required is not easy. It involves thoughtful questioning and great listening skills, something most sales professionals aren't comfortable with, and all built on a thoughtful approach to preparing for any customer meeting.
Absolutely. The art of great questioning is absolutely number one, I think, from our point of view. So Art, can you go on to share the steps that we've designed to start the journey, that is, to business outcome selling?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, worth noting that these sessions are built and tried and tested, delivery to thousands of salespeople across the globe. But we always customize it for you, our client. The outcome-based selling program and how to excel at it starts with 8 sessions, where we look at it, gain a deep understanding on where you are now, where you want to be, an analysis of your value propositions today, customer successes leading to a plan of action, and a further 8-hour course, 8-hour of coaching and guidance for you and your sales team.
And what do those coaching sessions cover?
Sure, amongst other things, we want to understand the money, the motivation, risk, and how decisions are made in today's environment within the clients you're trying to work with. We want to make sure you're doing your research before you meet with any customer. We want to make sure you're developing a compelling reason for that client to invest time with you, including the forgotten art of an agenda for any call. Certainly, the art of questioning and listening is paramount to being successful. And then what you want to do is make sure you set measurable outcomes before the deal is won. That's allowing you to measure them and prove that you've been successful in helping the customer. So building a compelling proposal that will lead you to an early close will be done in a solid way when these steps are taken.
With an absolute 100% focus on what the outcome is going to be from the investment the client is going to make. It's powerful stuff. It's pragmatic. And as you'd expect, Exceed takes its own medicine. We will set the measurable goals with you for any project and then work alongside you to ensure they're achieved.
And what's more, we're certainly open to talking about a risk and reward investment model.
We can indeed, and we've done that many times before. So if you want to drive profitable sales over and over again and make it easier to open new business, get in touch with us today by sending us a message using the contact us box just below. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.
Have a great day.